Well, good evening. It's another quiz. It's another Sunday, and we're still in lockdown until Wednesday when we go into lockdown under a different name. Just wait for a couple moments, see if anybody joins in. Got a boot. Hello, Mama. I don't have an assistant again tonight. She's otherwise busy, so it's just me. So any messages and stuff, they might take a moment to get read. Right. Today's first round is general knowledge, as usual. There's more of a focus on the news this time and current affairs. If everybody's ready, we'll get started. This usually means question 1, and today it means exactly that, question number 1. I've lost my screen. There we go. So, question number 1. Who won today's Grand Prix in Bahrain? I was thinking about asking who had the crash, the spectacular crash, but that was all over the news, so it would be a bit easier. So instead, we're just wanting to know who won. Question number 1. Who won today's Grand Prix in Bahrain? Hi, Matt. Been a right grey, miserable day today. We went for a walk. Quite nice walking in the mist. Better than looking at it through the window. Moving on to question number 2. Earlier this week, a large metal monolith was found and has subsequently disappeared. It was in a desert in the USA, but which state? Some people thought it was aliens, some people thought it was an artwork. I'm more inclined to believe the artwork side. So earlier this week, a large metal monolith was found and has subsequently disappeared from a desert in which US state? Question number 3. Dave Prowse died today at the age of 85. As well as playing Star Wars villain Darth Vader, he was an icon of which 1970s road safety campaign? Hope I pronounced his name right. So, early today, it was announced that Dave Prowse had died. He was 85. He played Darth Vader in Star Wars. He was also an iconic superhero, I guess, of a 1970s road safety campaign. What was that campaign? Question number 4. Police in Argentina are investigating Dr. Leopold Luke on suspicion of manslaughter of who? Question number 4. Police in Argentina are investigating Dr. Leopold Luque. That's L-U-Q-U-E. I guess it's something like Luke. They're investigating him on suspicion of manslaughter, but the manslaughter of who? Question number 5. Culture Secretary Oliver Dowden says which TV show, based on the royal family, should carry a fiction warning? Question number 5. Culture Secretary Oliver Dowden says which TV show, based on the royal family, should carry a fiction warning? Question number 6. Which London tourist attraction is home to the crown jewels? Question number 6. Which London tourist attraction is home to the crown jewels? Question number 7. The yeoman warders of Her Majesty's Royal Palace and the fortress the Tower of London are better known by what name? Question number 7. The yeoman warders of Her Majesty's Royal Palace and the fortress the Tower of London are better known by what name? I'll repeat question number 7 again because it's a bit of a mouthful. So number 7, the yeoman warders of Her Majesty's Royal Palace and fortress the Tower of London are better known by what name? Hello Jenny and Jay and Kieran, Mama, Debbie, John, everyone else that's joining in. Question number 8. An animal known as a ruminant has a specialised version of which internal bodily organ? Question number 8. An animal known as a ruminant has a specialised version of what internal bodily organ? Okay, moving on to question number 9. In the nursery rhyme, Hey Diddle Diddle, what did the cow jump over? Question 9. In the nursery rhyme, Hey Diddle Diddle, what did the cow jump over? Hi, Bruce. And the final question for this round, question number 10. In reference to trying to retrieve a wheel of cheese from a pond, what is the colloquial name for people from Wiltshire? People from Wiltshire, what are they called? There was a James Bond film with a similar name as well. A little bit of a clue. So question 10. In reference to trying to retrieve a wheel of cheese from a pond, what is the colloquial name for people from Wiltshire? Okay, we're going to move on to round 2. And because it's starting to get a bit festive out there, we're going to do a round on Christmas. Sorry to drop the C-bomb, but that's what we're doing. Question 11. The snowman was shown on TV for the first time in Boxing Day of which year? That's the animated short little film, The Snowman, with Alan Jones doing the music, or the singing. But it's shown on Boxing Day. Which year? I haven't seen these questions yet. Helen wrote them while I was doing the picture round. Question number 11. The snowman was shown on TV for the first time on Boxing Day of which year? She didn't put the numbers on, so I'm just doing that so I don't forget. Moving on, question number 12. Which British monarch delivered the first ever Christmas message? So question 12. Which British monarch delivered the first ever Christmas message? Hello, have you put in an appearance?
What? Been busy?
I know you've been busy.
I don't like skiving.
Skiving?
I've written 2 rounds. I'm a busy lady, you know.
Question number 13. This is related to Doctor Who usually makes an appearance at Christmas. But which Doctor made his debut in the show's 2005 festive special called The Christmas Invasion? We're looking for the actor, obviously.
You told us get their order for 10 Black Friday special deal.
Not yet, no. Plenty of time.
Somebody is just asking for Christmas decorations.
So question 13. Which Doctor made his debut in the show's 2005 festive special called The Christmas Invasion? And it's the name of the actor. All the Doctors are just called the Doctor. I do. I think the Doctor Who song was a one-hit wonder, and we were doing that last week. I didn't include it. I think I'd got enough as it was.
Yeah.
Question 14. How old is Kevin McAllister in Home Alone? Question 14. How old is Kevin McAllister in Home Alone? You not staying? You going?
No, we've got to reply to my message and give them a Why don't we do that?
Question 15. The film Die Hard. It takes place on Christmas Eve, but in which city? It is not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls from Nakatomi Plaza. And that's a fact. So question 15. The film Die Hard takes place on Christmas Eve, but in which city? Question 16. What's the name of Will Ferrell's character in Elf? What's the elf called? Question 16. What's the name of Will Ferrell's character in the film Elf? Question 17. What is the name of the main big baddie in The Nightmare Before Christmas? Didn't know that. I can't remember watching that. Question number 17. What is the name of the main big baddie in The Nightmare Before Christmas? Turn the page. Question number 18. What is the best-selling Christmas song of all time? I can think of a few contenders. Question 18. What is the best-selling Christmas song of all time? Question 19. This might take some working out. In total, how many gifts were given in the 12 Days of Christmas carol? So the song, the 12 Days of Christmas, if you add them all up, how many gifts were given? You might want to come back to that one in a minute. So question 19, in total, how many gifts were given in the 12 Days of Christmas, the Christmas carol? The song, you know the one, partridge in a pear tree and all that. And finally for this round, question number 20. In which classic children's book is it always winter but never Christmas? Question 20. In which classic children's book is it always winter but never Christmas? Okay, so while you work out how many partridges and pipers and gold rings there are and all of that kind of stuff, I'm going to have a little break and I'll come back very shortly with the answers. See you soon. Okay, if we're all ready, going to go through the answers to the first part now. And then we've got a picture round coming on. I'll just give you a moment in case you've dipped for a tiddle. Okay, question number 1. Who won today's Grand Prix in Bahrain? The one that had that big accident in it. It was Lewis Hamilton. He won it. So the answer to question 1 is Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton. Question number 2. Earlier this week, a large metal monolith was found. In which US state was that? That was Utah. So question 2, the large metal monolith, it was found in Utah. I think they were looking for bighorn sheep at the time. Question 3, Dave Prowse, he died today at the age of 85. As well as playing Darth Vader, he was the icon of which 1970s road safety campaign? And that was the Green Cross Code. He was the Green Cross Code man. Some strange superhero that helped you cross the road. So the answer to question number 3 is the Green Cross Code. Number 4, police in Argentina are investigating Dr. Leopoldo Luque on suspicion of the manslaughter of Maradona. Question 4, the answer is Maradona, or Diego Maradona if you like. Goal. Question number 5, Culture Secretary Oliver Dowden says which TV show based on the royal family should carry a fiction warning? Well, that's The Crown. Haven't seen it. The answer to question 5 is The Crown. Question number 6. Which London tourist attraction is home to the Crown Jewels? That's the Tower of London. The answer to question 6, the Tower of London. Question 7 was a bit of a mouthful. The yeoman warders of Her Majesty's Royal Palace and Fortress the Tower of London are better known by what name? They are the Beefeaters. The answer to number 7, the yeoman warders of the Tower of London and the Royal Palace, they're known as the Beefeaters. Question 8, an animal known as a ruminant has a specialised version of the stomach. Well, the answer to question 8 is the stomach. Question 9, in the nursery rhyme, Hey Diddle Diddle, what did the cow jump over? The cow jumped over the moon. So the answer to question 9 is the moon. Question 10, in reference to trying to retrieve a wheel of cheese from a pond, what is the colloquial name for people from Wiltshire? They're called moonrakers. The story goes, some people, they hid a load of contraband in a pond, went to retrieve it at night, and well, the HMRC or whatever equivalent turned up, asked them what they were doing. They pointed at a reflection of the moon and said, we're trying to rake out that cheese in the pond. The tax people, they said, well, there's just daft lads, aren't they? We'll leave them alone. So they got away with it. Apparently that's how the story went anyway. Moving on to question number 11, which is in this book. This was all about Christmas. So question 11 was, the snowman was shown on TV for the first time on Boxing Day of which year? It was 1982. Question 11, the answer is 1982. Question 12, which British monarch delivered the first ever Christmas message? It was George V in 1932. Question 13, which Doctor made his debut in the show's 2005 festive special called The Christmas Invasion? We were looking for the actor's name, and that was David Tennant. Question 14, how old is Kevin in Home Alone? Apparently he's 8. Question 15, the film Die Hard, it takes place on Christmas Eve, but in which city? That's Los Angeles, LA, if you like. Question 16, what's the name of Will Ferrell's character in the film Elf? It's Buddy. Buddy the Elf. Question 17, what is the name of the main big baddie in The Nightmare Before Christmas? I think this says Oogie Boogie. So we'll go with Oogie Boogie. Question 18, what is the best-selling Christmas song of all time? It's White Christmas by Bing Crosby. The answer to question 18, The White Christmas by Bing Crosby. Question 19, how many gifts were given in the 12 days of Christmas? That's the song. The answer I've got here is 364, and I'm not going to question it because I can't be bothered. I'm guessing it's taken into consideration that all of the items are counted more than once. And finally, question 20, in which children's classic book is it always winter but never Christmas? It's a book by C.S. Lewis, and it is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So now we're going to do some pictures. Let's have a little bit of beer. Okay, usually after the picture round we have a Marmite round. Today the picture round is the Marmite round. It's combined. I'm going to show you 10 pictures of various animals. First of all, you have to decide what the animal is, and then you need to decide whether it hibernates. Yes or no? So here we go for the picture round. 2 points for each question. One is what animal is it? And number 2, does it hibernate? Yes or no? A notification's popped up right where I need to click. I'll just wait for it to disappear. Ah, it's gone. There we go. Picture 1, question 21. There's one of these on Hucknall Marketplace at the moment. It's all lit up like some kind of weird Christmas thing. What animal is it, and does it hibernate? Got a snout thing there, some eyes, stripes. Pretty sure you can tell what it is. But does it hibernate? Yes or no? Moving straight on to picture number 2. Hello. What should I say? No? Hello? Hello? Yeah. What's the animal and does it hibernate? Yes or no? Just going to sort the screen resolution out a bit. There we go. I think we can tell from that. There we go. I think we fixed it. Picture 2, question 22. What is that animal and does it hibernate? Yes or no? I'll just nip back to picture 1 in case you couldn't see it. I wasn't looking at it then. There's 2. And moving on, picture number 3. What is it and does it hibernate? Moving on to picture number 4, which will be question 24. Yeah. If anybody gets the name of the animal, then very well done. But does it hibernate? Yes or no? Obviously, you can't just put bird. Well, you can, but it would be wrong. Question 24, what is it and does it hibernate? Yes or no? Moving on, picture 5, which is question 25. Now, do you see these knocking about in the winter? What is it and does it hibernate? Seem to have a bit of a beer situation here. Moving on to question number 26, which is picture 6. There we go, he's cute. Does he hibernate? Yes or no? While you look at that one, I'm going to grab a bottle of beer. Okay, that's that thing done. Moving on to picture number 7, question 27. What is that and does it hibernate? See from the picture there's some kind of tail feature there, and It seems to live on the land and in the sea. And moving on to number 27, which we're at, so it'll be 28. What is it, and does it hibernate? Some of these things do hibernate, some of them don't. You just have to decide if that one does and which kind is it. Picture 8, what is it, and does it hibernate? Picture 9, question 29. What is that, and does it hibernate? Yes or no? Question 29. What is that, and does it hibernate? Finally, for this round, we've got picture 10, which is question 30. What is it, and does it hibernate? Okay, if we've had enough time looking at these pictures, then we're going to move on to the final round, which is a music round, which is also based on Christmas. Again, I haven't seen this yet, so it's just 5 questions. I'm going to read some lyrics. All you've got to do is come up with the next line. So if I said jingle bells, your answer would be jingle all the way. I was running a little short of time, which is why I mixed the Marmite round and the picture round together. I was going to do the hibernating thing, and I couldn't think of anything to do for pictures, so I put them together. Okay, final 5 questions for tonight. Christmas lyrics. All you have to do is finish them off. I'll read the first bit. What's the next bit? So this will be question 31. He's making a list. What comes next? Question 31. He's making a list. Sweet order. Question number 32. From now on, your troubles will. These are really hard. Question 32. From now on, your troubles will. Question 32. From now on, your troubles will. Question 33. Once bitten and twice shy. I keep my distance. Question 33. Once bitten and twice shy. I keep my distance. What comes next? Question 34. Silent night, holy night, all is calm. What comes next? Question 34. Silent night, holy night, all is calm. What comes next? And finally, question 35. Mix and mingle in the. I think I would have got 2 on this round. Question 35. Mix and mingle in the. Hello, Marianne. Okay, going to have a quick break and then we'll do the answers and I will allocate people who are playing a number for the prize draw. The prize is some sweets. If you win, just pick what you want and I'll stick some in a bag for you. Okay, I'll be back shortly. In the meantime, I'm going to rewind the picture around so you can have another look through them. Remember, all you had to do was decide what it was and does it hibernate, yes or no? Okay, I'm back. I'm going to do some answers now. If everybody's ready, that is. Okay, so picture 1, which was question 21, that's a badger. Badgers, they do not hibernate. I thought they did, but no, apparently they don't. So question 21 is a badger and they do not hibernate. Don't think they do much in the winter, but they don't hibernate. Moving on, that a friendly chap there. That's a brown bear. Brown bears do hibernate. Hi bear. Question 22. The brown bear does hibernate. Question 23, which is picture 3, that's a bumblebee. Bumblebees do hibernate. The ones that don't die, that is. Most of them die off. But the ones that don't, they hibernate. Question 24, which is picture 4. If ever anybody got the name of that bird, then very well done. It is, I'll have to look at it because I can't remember. It's a common porwill. That's P-O-O-R-W-I-L-L. A common porwill. And it's the only bird which does hibernate. Moving on, number 25. Well, that's a frog. And frogs do hibernate. There's probably one or two that don't, but in general they do. So 25, that's a frog, and in general frogs hibernate. Picture 6, question 26, that's a hedgehog, and hedgehogs do hibernate. Picture 7, number 27, that's a horseshoe crab, and they do not hibernate, they just go and find somewhere a bit warmer. So question 27, the horseshoe crab, it does not hibernate. Picture number 8, which is question 28, that is a horseshoe bat. And the horseshoe bat, it does hibernate. Some bats don't that live in warmer areas, but that one does. Moving on, picture 9, question 29, that's a koala, and that does not hibernate. It lives in Australia. I don't think it gets that cold there. Maybe winter in the mountains it does. Well, it certainly does. You can go skiing. But koalas don't hibernate. Finally, picture 10, question 30. That's a panda. And pandas, they do not hibernate. They just come down out of the mountains to warmer places. Picture 10, question 30. It's a panda, and pandas do not hibernate. Okay, moving on to the see you later. Moving on to the music. which was finish off the Christmas lyrics. I found these very difficult actually, so well done if you got more than 2. Question 31, he's making a list, checking it twice. Question 31, the answer is checking it twice. Question 32, from now on your troubles will be out of sight. Not a clue. Question 32, the answer is be out of sight. Question 33, once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance, but you can still catch my eye. The answer to question 33, but you can still catch my eye. Question 34, silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. The answer to 34, all is bright. And finally, question number 35, mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. No, I didn't know either. The answer to question 35 is jingling feet. Okay, hope you all did well, enjoyed yourself, cured a bit of lockdown boredom. What I'm going to do now is allocate some numbers for the prize draw. While I'm doing that, if you'd like to add up your scores, you can always send them over and we'll see how everybody did. So let's see who we've got playing. We've got Matt, you can have number 1. Debbie, number 2. Bruce, number 3. Mama, 4. Marianne, 5. Kieran, 6. Nobby, 7. And Jenny, 8. John, 9. I think that's everybody. Let's have a look. Oh, Martin, 10. Right, I'm going to generate some kind of random number between 1 and 10. We'll see who's won. While I'm doing this, as you know, if you're local, the Fire Brigade are collecting some parcels for the food bank on Friday. That's this coming Friday. You can either let the Fire Brigade know, not the food bank this time, let the Fire Brigade themselves know. That's Hucknall Fire Brigade, not other fire brigades. Or you can take your parcels down to the shack and leave them there when you go to collect your beer on Wednesday. Let's have a look. Can't see that. Is it on there? Oh, 2. Well, Deb, you won again. You won last time. Well done. Right, you can collect your sweets next time I see you. Okay, I'll read out some scores. Matt scored 21, which is good. Nobby and Yvonne scored 29. I think Nobby went to sleep. Debbie scored 34. John 30, Emma 45. Kieran 34. Jay 21. Mama 28. Yeah, so well done everybody. We will be back on Sunday. I'm not going to do the Wednesday ones, we're a bit too busy. Marianne scored 29, well done. Yes, we're a bit too busy to do the Wednesday one at the moment. I sent out over 1,000 kilograms of these things behind me in the past 3 weeks. Not 1,000 kilograms, 100 kilograms. 1,000 kilograms would be ridiculous. Right, I think we've got all of the results in. Let's have a look on there. Got quite a few sweet orders on here. So we did a Black Friday special where you got £1 off. And that runs out at 10 o'clock tonight. So as long as people have ordered it by 10 o'clock, then it will be delivered later. But the past few hours has been a bit busy. Anyway, thanks for playing, and we'll see you again on Sunday. We will be out of lockdown, and we will be in lockdown again, just by a different name. Take care, everyone. Thanks for playing. Good night.